Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-December 2023, and what will I do? I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Well, let me see, Scorpio. What is up with my water signs? Man, we all have a rough end of the year, apparently. There's a little bit of a struggling kind of an energy all over the place here, which, understandable, you know, it's kind of coming through as an ending of a cycle, right? So it's going to be like, it's not a smooth ride, definitely. The overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Wands. You're taking it brave, though. You're taking it as, you know what, fuck it, let's have fun. At least you're trying to. Or there's definitely an energy around you that does that. So that's a good energy to keep in mind there. Starting off the reading, you get the Four of Pentacles crossed by the Four of Cups. Somebody's upset, but it's not showing up as, somebody's upset. Okay, no, it's like somebody's upset and they're just not letting that go. They're like, no, I'm upset. You know, for how long? 10 years now? Yes, I'm still that upset with the situation. Like, really, really, I'm definitely not going to back down on this. Okay. And I think it's you, but I don't know. It could be somebody else tied up to you. In your focus, the Three of Pentacles. So we're talking about a partnership here, which could be going from romantic to friendship to family. Who knows? In the recent past, the Wheel of Fortune, something happened. Something changed. Something flipped the energies and it's like, uh-oh, what happened here to get this connection here into this place? Okay. In your strength, the Seven of Swords. You almost kind of want to bail, but I don't see you necessarily doing it. You know, you're kind of on the verge there of, you know what, I don't need this, goodbye. But not really, I don't know. In the immediate future, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so there's a little sign of Scorpio there being like, okay, here I am. I'm good. I'm good. I got this. Okay. Hopefully. Supporting this reading, the Devil. I mean, there's something quite unhealthy here. I don't know what it is yet. I can't place my finger on it yet, but we do have another part of the reading where I am clarifying, so hopefully we'll get to it. But this runs on unhealthy energies for some reason. In the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Five of Wands, that's that continuous kind of tension that you feel. You know, you think about this connection, or you're in the presence of this connection, and it's like, you feel that all the time. It's not a flex kind of energy of, oh, I so enjoy this. It's, oh my God, this feels so good. Of course I would love to be in the presence of this energy. No, when this energy is around of this connection, it's like all the time. And that's not good for your back, not good for your mind, not good for a lot of things. So there's that continuous energy of tension tied up to this situation. So that's your body telling you, hey, you're dealing with unhealthy energies here, you know. Four of Swords for your hopes and fears. You just want to break, you know, ultimately you just want to kind of disconnect completely, not only from this, but from it all, and just be like, I just want to chill. Like, I don't want to deal with, especially this, but pretty much anything. I just, nah. And for the potential outcome, the Nine of Swords. That's a little bit of a stressful energy that's showing up in there. So let's clarify. Let's go. Let's do this. Ooh, what is this reading? Man, you water signs are always on my ass, like all the time. Either it's super deep and intense and it drains the shit out of my energy, or it's super deep and intense and then add this in the mix. And it's like, I didn't even get to clarifying and I feel a little drained. But you know what? I am a fire sign. When you guys have that water running high, of course you're going to put me out. because I'm just a little flame of something there compared to what I see here, at least. For the Knight of Wands in the overall energy, you get the Nine of Swords, the Fool, the Three of Swords. There's a little bit of regret here. There's a little bit of looking back at when this connection formed and being like, what the hell? How didn't I see this? How did I jump into this so, open and so like trusting? Like, how did I not see this from the get-go? And I don't think it's a recognition of red flags or anything. It's more of, why did I get myself into this trouble? Because you couldn't have predicted, what the hell might have flipped the energies here. What the hell might have happened. So there's no, it's almost like beating yourself up for it. And it's like, no, there's an energy that seems open, genuine, trusting, and it's a good energy, How are you going to approach life? Closed off and fearful, and I'm not getting out of my house to not have any kind of experience ever? For what? Waste of time. Yeah, you could possibly get there when you deal with certain experiences, but still a waste of time. Anyways, that's for a different story here. But yeah, beating yourself up a little bit here with this one. Let's do the Four of Pentacles. Six of Swords, Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, and let's do the Four of Cups. The Death card, the Star, the Six of Wands. There's two sides to this. There's your side and then there's their side. And again, I'm not sure what kind of connection this is, but one of the sides I see as, yes, being upset, but still trying to kind of fix things. While the other side shows up more like, no. But like, definite no. And I am leaning to get you on the side of no. But you're still here somewhat. You're still part of the situation. So it's not like no, and that's my suitcase and I'm out. It's just no. There's no suitcase involved yet. Let me do the Three of Pentacles in your focus. The Ace of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the World card. You're kind of wrapping it up energetically. You're kind of wrapping it up. You keep on bringing these energies of not giving as much energy anymore to this, just kind of cutting it off and being like, I'm not, again, I'm not seeing it yet as being closed off, but you're in the energy of doing that. And it does seem a lot like it has to do with either a friendship or someone you're working with, or, I don't see it necessarily tied up to a romantic kind of a situation, but it could be. It's just, at this point, it's just not going to reveal those energies necessarily if that's the case. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune in the recent past. The Eight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands. It could have been that at some point, because I see commitment and love, but it's way in the past. In the sense of way in the past, it could have happened yesterday, but there was an emotional disconnection from it. There was things changed. I don't feel the same at some point for the situation. So it could have switched or try to turn into something more, hey, let's keep it civil, let's just be friends, or whatever the case. Who knows? Because that you're definitely showing me that as if that's in the past. Right now we're dealing with something else here. So something definitely changed here. Based on what? I'm not sure, but I'm assuming something of a buildup of an unhealthy energy. Let's do the Seven of Swords in your strength, the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups. You are, again, you're showing up more and more in this energy of wrapping things up. you are trying your best to not do it very abruptly, very, here's my suitcase, I'm out kind of a deal. You are trying to come from a caring place, a nurturing space for the situation, a gentle space to not just slam this thing down and be like, fuck this shit, I'm out, you know. You might have the tendency to do that at times because it's almost like you're losing your patience here or something, but still the energy of let's do this right comes into play a lot, and right being attached to your heart at this point, you know, to that gentle way of doing things here. At least you're trying. I'm not sure if you're succeeding with that, because again, a lot of the times you're getting very close to that line of fuck this shit, you know. So I don't know how the outcome might be for this one. Let's do the Queen of Cups in the immediate future, the Four of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Judgment card. This is a time where you take the time for you. As you're kind of building up in this energy of wrapping things up here, you're like, hold, I need a break. I need some time for me. That time of getting back to your heart and just kind of, as I said, that energy of, I just want to chill, you know? I just want to like pretend that this doesn't exist, that doesn't exist, nothing exists, just my time with me. And that's exactly what you're trying to do there. It feels a little hard to do because I see you, as you're trying to settle down in this energy of you, I see you being pulled on from all sorts of directions, which is not necessarily this situation. It could be something else. Maybe something happens there and you need to attend to it, or something happens, you know. It's like one of those things where you prepare a bath full of freaking salts and the most delicious bath water you could possibly create for yourself, and you're like, and then something happens that you need to get out of there. It's like, okay, here we go. So it kind of feels like that kind of an energy there. You're not taking a bath necessarily there. Maybe you are, but it's energetically speaking, you're being pulled on, something happens. You know what I mean? So it feels like it's quite a difficult time to do that. Could be beneficial, but maybe it's not the time necessarily to just kind of sink into that, you know, as things get busy around you or something. For the Devil and the supportive energies, you get the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Justice card. You're not being allowed to get into this place of balance within yourself so that you can approach the situation from that place of let's do it right. The let's do it right part definitely comes from within. It's like a higher self kind of a calling telling you, hey, you know, don't fuck this up. Let's just do it in the proper way for everybody involved. And so it's definitely a need that comes through from inside of you. But because you're being pulled in so many directions right now, it almost feels like you're wanting to approach things from that way, but your energy being pulled from that, it feels a little bit distorted in the way that you're actually coming at this. Remember, I told you, I see you several times kind of dabbling around that line of, fuck this shit, I lost my patience, I'm not dealing with this, what niceness? I don't have any niceness for this, fuck it. So even though you're trying and the intention is that of approaching this from a softer side of you, you might not do it a lot of times. Quite the opposite. Quite rough. Because, again, it's the interference of the energies that are pulling on you. And even from this situation, if, you know, something's coming up and it's like bugging you all the time, you know, it's going to be hard to connect with that inner balanced approach for this. Let's do the Five of Wands. Oh, wow. In the hidden energies, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil. Whatever this is, for as long as it's going to stay in this area of we're closing it off, but not really, but we're kind of still dealing with it, but it's pissing us off, and you know, like, until it's going to be completely shut down, I feel like it's not beneficial for you. Remember that sense of tension that I told you you're feeling all the time, and it's like, oh, it's affecting you and possibly in your work. If this is tied up to work, it's going to affect this energy of even your own sense of stability and your own sense of, I got this, you know? So as long as this energy is going to remain open and not put to rest one way or another, it's definitely going to affect you, and not in a positive way. So, just so you know. And I can see that happening as we speak. So it's not like, oh, it's gonna in the future. No, it's happening right now. Let's do the Four of Swords. In your hopes and fears. The Chariot, the Ten of Swords, the Strength card. Yeah. You do need that time. You do need those 5 minutes in that soaking bathtub of yours, or whatever the hell, so that energies can settle down, because I feel like the energies are kind of jumping a little bit with the situation as it is. So it's like you just need to let it settle down. Even your energies that are at play in this situation, you just need to let them fall down to the ground and then take it from there. And I see you recognizing that in your hopes and fears. It's just a matter of closing this off. Because as long as it's going to stay open and those energies bouncing around and they're not the healthiest energies, again, you're going to start feeling affected by it in certain areas of your life, and it's not pleasant. It's not great, you know. So I see you recognizing that you do need that time for yourself, for a little bit, to disconnect completely from this and from anything else, and just kind of let things settle, and from there, just making a decision about this. Or I think the decision has been made. I feel like the action around that hasn't. Or it started, but it hasn't been completed. So it's kind of like completing this cycle. Let's do the Nine of Swords. Oh, man. For the Nine of Swords, in the potential outcome, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands. You recognize that, but at the same time, you're not doing it, because I see you dragging the situation even longer than it needs to. I don't know why. I don't know for what reasons. I do see a lot of involvement of the mind, where you start to get really confused in your mind, and that's actually creating the perfect space for the situation to be dragged on. So I'm assuming you're not getting that soak. You know, even if you recognize that you need it, you're not giving yourself that time and space, because the mind is starting to take over big time, and it's the confused mind. Whereas when things do settle down, you're coming through with a clear mind, and I don't see that. So it's looking like the situation might take a little longer than anticipated. I'm sure somehow, sometime, it'll definitely break down, because you know you can't keep these energies going for a very long time. It's not sustainable. It's very damaging if they do take long. Okay, let's see what the universe has. The Ace of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. And you do not want this here. You do not want this energy here. You're definitely in a energy that requires a brand new beginning. You know, you're like, I'm done with this. You're done, but you're not done. They're still here, these energies, and all you need to do is find that time and space that you want to give to yourself, so that things can settle down here, so that then you can take action towards removing whatever the hell this is. But you need to reconnect to that sense of self there, you know. So it's a matter of finding that time and space for yourself. Let me do an oracle card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. You get resilience. Ooh. Okay, number 21. Making mistakes builds resilience. I have learned my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong, I'm an adult, and I act with self-responsibility. As we stretch and expand towards our intentions, we will most likely meet resistance, or wait for it, make mistakes, or fail altogether. This is where resilience, confidence, and our inner will come into play. We might ask ourselves, how much do we really want what we are going for? Does what we want align with our needs and values? Are we really devoted to having it? Do we think we are enough? Do we have the strength to keep going? Well, all of us at some point have to go through periods of imbalance and difficulty, even of suffering. It is important to learn to grow and rely on our resilience. This is true power from the inside out. Building our reserves of resilience, this ability to stand strong and bounce back, is something that has at its heart wisdom and learning taken from experience. Having resilience allows us the solidity and yet the freedom to grow and to take that leap to the next level. It allows us to reach higher with a stability that makes things less risky and allows us to create with a bit more pleasure. Remember, mistakes are simply information gathering. That's it. Nice. The less drama and guilt and shame you attach to them, the better. The experience of failure or mistakes is simply one of learning. That is all. As we move around the lunar cycle and in life, we can see how things may have occurred before and that we have experience in how to handle them. Even if we don't have direct experience, we can build resistance as an insurance policy against being devastated by the opinions of others. While someone might say something nasty about us, when we compare this to what we know to be true about ourselves, it truly is no great hurt and really just a piece of information gathering. Interesting. Very nicely put. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.